What's going on, everyone? I hope you're having a great day and welcome back on Haruki Murakami Art. It's been a while since I read 1Q84, but today I would like to share my thoughts on why I think that Ushikawa is a great villain in this book. This video contains huge spoilers, so you better stop at this point if you plan to read the trilogy in the next time. We will first start to define what a villain is and then go on with a short character study of Ushikawa. Okay guys, you have been warned, so let's go. What is a villain? You probably already know the most famous villains of movie and literal history, so I don't need to give you name examples. But we can shortly describe what all these villains have in common and why a good story takes profit of a logical villain. Villains are an important component in any work of a story. Without the villain, we wouldn't see how good the heroes are, and we wouldn't understand the dangers and conflict a community or person is facing, and we wouldn't have someone to hate and blame for all these problems.
You're sheltering enemies of the state, are you not?
Villains have different forms. For example, an evil genius who is very intelligent and sees him or herself as superior to all others. Or a schemer who loves making diabolical plans and carrying them out. Or maybe an outcast, someone who is shunned and exiled from the community and trying to get revenge. Villains often have a personal relationship to the heroes, something that can make a conflict more emotional. Our heroes are nothing without villains. All lights shine brighter in the presence of darkness. Without the presence of a surrounding threat, we wouldn't be afraid for our protagonists and maybe care lesser about them. Ushikawa is such a threat. He threatens our heroes Aomame and Tengo, and he could be the reason why we are afraid for our characters. Because he supports a community that plans to avoid that Aomame and Tengo meet each other. Through more than 1,000 pages, we wish nothing more than that these two finally meet, and we are waiting for the climax. There are several chances where they miss each other, and slowly we are getting crazy. But just shortly before we witness the next chance, Ushikawa enters the scenery again to disturb us. Now let's take a closer look on why I think that Ushikawa is a perfect villain. He is not the typical visually stunning, formidable villain that we know from pop culture. He is described as weak, ugly, mishapping, and very annoying. He's a pest for everyone who is talking to him. You just want to avoid meeting him. His presence makes you underestimate him. And this is exactly something that Tengo is doing when he first meets Ushikawa. He takes his presence for low, and doesn't want to grant him a lot of attention and is unconscious of his danger. And so are we as the readers. Murakami plays with both us and Tengo. It is a very subtle foreshadowing without a too striking warning. And this is why Ushikawa is so dangerous. He performs his job very professional, has nothing to lose, and perishes in the masses. Maybe he is the outcast that we have mentioned before. He once had a good life with wife and kids, but somehow things turned against him. And now he takes revenge. His motives are revenge in society, money, and at the end the fear of losing his own life because he has to deliver results to the Agikake cult. But Murakami doesn't only describe Ushikawa's physical deformation just because we need to think he is ugly. He has two reasons. One reason is that perfect bodies are a major part of 1Q84. There are a lot of passages where, for example, Aomame's body is described largely and extensively. She is a physical beauty, and Ushikawa shall be a horrible counterpart of her. The second reason is that it also mirrors his greedy and threatening personality. He is ugly from the inside, and his outer ugliness is a metaphor for his horrible character. And now let's take a look on his path in the story. A villain, someone who makes himself hated by us because he is a threat to our heroes, deserves a bitter ending. so bitter that you can even feel sorry for him. And this is exactly what Ushikawa gets, a shabby, pitiful ending. He gets murdered in an abandoned flat without any furniture or family, colorless and murdered without any chance to defend himself. His death is so sad and silent that even his murder feels sorry for him. When Tamaru does his job and ends Ushikawa's life, his words for him are, "I'm sorry about this. I didn't do it because I wanted to." Alright everyone, that's it for today. Let me know what you think of Ushikawa. If you liked him or if you share some critics that say that his passages are fatigue. He is also a part of the Wind Up Bird Chronicle, so my question is, do you like him more in this or 1Q84? I'm waiting for your comments. The next video is coming very soon. Until then, take good care of yourself and never stop reading. See you soon on Haruki Murakami Art.